My name is Mikey GBG and welcome back to another excellent video. Today in this video, I am reviewing Seth Meyers because the last video that I made about him wasn't enough, alright? Because just, it gets worse. It gets worse. It's so bad. It's more than mildly infuriating, okay? His comment section just pisses me off. Watch this clip here.
As we watch a pandemic overwhelm our healthcare system and wreck our economy while we sit on our couches, scrolling all the way to the bottom of Netflix looking for something new to watch. Honey, look, honey, I found a documentary called, let me see, Secret Wildcats of the Scottish Highlands. I don't think we've seen that one yet, honey. No, we watched it last night, and the secret is, it's a boring documentary.
That's a joke. He also did this thing where he reads off the headline of an article or whatever, and then the station has a joke, right? But he can't read the joke because he's a straight white male, of course. So they have two women on there, one's black and one's a lesbian, to make the jokes for him. It's really awkward because when someone makes a joke, it's not funny. So everybody just kind of sits around in silence.
The cosmetics chain Sephora will open 100 new stores.
That's where I buy my makeup, said lesbians about Walgreens.
All right.
There's also this clip here where he criticizes Trump for wanting to reopen America by Easter.
He actually suggested he wanted churches to be filled with worshipers on Easter.
Look, Easter's a very special day for me. And I see it sort of in that timeline that I'm thinking about. And I say, wouldn't it be great to have all of the churches full? You know, the churches aren't allowed, essentially, to have much of a congregation there. So I think Easter Sunday, and you'll have packed churches all over our country. I think it would be a beautiful time.
He wants the country to be whole again. And when's a better time than Easter? When people go to church and be together. See, liberals can't wrap their mind around the fact that it's wishful thinking, alright? It's wishful thinking. What the liberals want to tell you, what the media wants to tell you, is that our country is falling apart and that Trump is failing and that the whole economy isn't getting better and that it's all Trump's fault. And no matter what Trump does, no matter how many times he goes on television, no matter how many press conferences he holds, right? It's never enough. They pick on him for everything. Every little thing. Stumbling over a word or two. Geez, you think they'd look at Biden more. Biden stumbles over his words all the time.
You take a look at what's gone on in China and you see what's going on right now in Italy and what's happening in New York City. I don't think with any moral conscience you could say, why don't we just let it rip and happen and let X% of the people die?
See, there's your mistake. You said with any moral conscience. You forgot you were standing next to President Caligula over there. Trump has no moral conscience. He's a racist New York City landlord and casino owner.
NBC is so out of ideas, right? The jokes are the bad, all right? The jokes are so bad, and they can't even make up a joke that they think is good that doesn't revolve around Trump. Like, every single thing they talk about on Seth Meyers' show is mostly Trump. That's it. Like, they couldn't come up with an actual decent joke. So they had that joke. They had that joke. They show Fauci talking, and then Seth Meyers insults Trump.
The president is right. The cure can't be worse than the disease, and we're going to have to make some difficult trade-offs.
Within a very few weeks, let those with a lower risk to the disease return to work.
My message is that let's get back to work. Let's get back to living. Let's be smart about it. And those of us who are 70 plus, we'll take care of ourselves, but don't sacrifice the country.
I'm in the danger zone. I would rather have my children stay home and all of us who are over 50 go in and keep this economy going and working. Even if we all get sick, I'd rather die than kill the country.
All right, I like those guys that they just showed, all right? Those are patriotic Americans, all right? They don't want our economy to collapse. They, unlike liberals, don't want our country to die. All right? Because liberals want the economy to do bad because it'll help them, they think, in the election. because then they can turn into, well, that was Trump's fault.
We're only trapped inside watching it because you kept ignoring the crisis and pretending it would go away until it was too late. We're forced to stay inside and watch you because you screwed up.
Who the hell closed the borders when this thing was breaking out? Well, the media crucified him and called him a racist because of it. Don't close the borders to China, let them all in. Same thing with the Chinese virus, all right? It's a forbidden term, right? It's not allowed. Why? Because Chinese is in the name, right? It's a racist term. Now look at the Spanish flu. Now, why do you think they call it the Spanish flu? Because it came from Spain. It originated in Spain. Where did this virus originate? In China. Chinese virus. Chinese flu. Whatever you want to call it. Coronavirus. COVID-19. It's all the same. All right? It doesn't matter. But the liberals don't like that. All right? Because first of all, Trump said it. That's a reason right off the bat. That's a reason that you should hate the term. And second of all, it says the word Chinese in it. It's against their agenda. It's racist in their minds.
Authorities in North Carolina recently recovered nearly 20,000 pounds of stolen toilet paper. Officials recovered the stolen goods after offering a bounty.
Jesus, who writes these jokes? Oh, another thing. If you ever go to his channel and watch his videos that he makes at home, pay attention to his eyes. All right, his eyes never leave the teleprompter. I don't know why, but he doesn't know how to look at the camera. He never does. Never. Yeah, this is him the whole time. He's just looking off to the teleprompter. He's just reading a script that the NBC wrote for him. Alright, that's going to be it for me today. So if you liked it, please hit the like button. If you want to see my most recent video, click over there. And as always, I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.